guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a GFX. I've been making GFXs for around 4.5 years now, so I feel like I'm finally experienced enough to make like an actual tutorial. So yeah, I'm gonna try to show you the easiest way to make a GFX, and it's going to be using a rig. I'll show you how to add gloss, add props, and yeah. So I really hope that you find this helpful and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, let's get on with the video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get Roblox Studio. You're going to be using this to export your character, and you can use it to find room models and props and other stuff like that. So you're going to want to click on this first link right here. I'm going to link this in the description. I already have it downloaded, but yeah, you can download it here by clicking download. So yeah, now I'm going to skip to the part where I show you what we do in Roblox Studio. Okay, so Roblox Studio looks like this, and after you have it downloaded, this is what it should look like. So you're going to want to go to where on the side it says Toolbox. If you don't have this open, you're gonna have to click View at the top and find the toolbox around here. So I think it's this one. So yeah, once you have the toolbox open, you're going to want to go down to Plugins. Now you're going to want to search up Load Character. This is what you're going to use to export your character into Blender. So as you can see, I already have it. This is the pro version, but there's a free version. The pro version doesn't really work well, but yeah, if it doesn't come up, I'll link it down in the description. But this is what it looks like right here when you have it downloaded. So now you click Load Character, and you're going to want to type in the username of the character that you'd like to use in your GFX. So for this GFX, I think I'm just going to be making a GFX with my outfit. So yeah, you're going to click on Spawn R6. This is really important because you're going to want your rig to work, and using R6 is the only way that it'll work. So yeah, and if you go up here where it says Model, you can click on any of these, select, move, scale, rotate, transform, but we're going to only need to use move. So you're going to use the green arrow and make your character go up like this. Now personally, I'd like to add a different face to my character, so you can do the same if you'd like to. So you're going to go over to the toolbox on the side, click on models again, and you're going to click on decals. Now you're going to search up the name of the face that you'd like. So for example, I think I'm going to use the pink galaxy gaze, so I'm going to search that up. So now you're going to want to find like one that has no background, so like this one, and you're going to hold down your mouse and drag it onto your character until it fits on your face like this. It might look a little bit weird. So now you're going to go on the side to the Explorer tab. Again, if you don't have this open, you can click View and you can open it right here. And so you're going to scroll down where past your character's username and click on the little arrow next to head. Now you're going to want to delete the one that says face, which is the original face that you had on your Roblox avatar. So yeah, now you have the face that you'd like. So you're going to want to click on your username right here, right click, and then click on Export Selection. After you do this, just save it anywhere on your computer that you'll be able to come back to. So I'm just going to save it to this random folder that I have. So yeah, just name it like something like maybe the same as your username, just so you can remember what it's for. So now that you've exported your character, if you'd like a room model or just a prop in general, you're going to want to go over to the toolbox and click on models and then search up anything that you'd like. So for example, if you search up Aesthetic Cafe, you'll have a bunch of room models come up, and you can click on any of them. Like for example, I'm going to click on this one, and it'll take a little bit to load, and then you'll be able to export it. But for this GFX, I don't think I'm going to be using a room model, so yeah, that's completely optional. It's up to you. And yeah, if you want a prop, you basically just do the same thing. Like you can just search up what you'd like and find the one that you'd like and export it just like how you did with your Roblox character. Okay, so now you're done with Roblox Studio, and you're going to need to download something called Blender. This is where you're going to pose your avatar and basically just make your GFX. So I currently use Blender 2.93, which is an older model, but if you'd like, you can download Blender 4.32, which is like the newer model. Once you've downloaded Blender, you're going to want to click on this rig link that I'll link in the description, and this is where you're going to get your rig, which is basically like a character that you'll use to pose your Roblox avatar. So click on download, and then just wait for it to load, and then you're going to open that. Okay, once you've opened it, this is what your rig's going to look like. And don't worry, your character won't look like this once you export it, or once you make the GFX. But yeah, so the first thing you're going to want to do is delete this head, including the face and everything. And in order to delete this, you're going to click X on your keyboard and then press on delete. So the next thing you're going to need to do is click on the torso, and this is going to be how you're going to export the textures of your Roblox character. So on the right side, you're going to see this little like line with rectangles on it where it says editor type. So click on this, and it's going to have a drop down that has all these options. So click on shader editor. Now you're going to pull this to the right and zoom in, and you'll see a bunch of boxes. You're going to zoom in on the second orange box right here. So you see this little file button, you're going to click on that, and now you're going to find the file of your character. So sometimes, I don't know, this may or may not happen to you, but even if you've named your character, it for some reason just shows up as handle. So if you don't see your character name, just search up handle and it should come up, and it'll be the biggest file. So in my case, it would be this one. So you click open image, and yeah, there we go. We got our outfit texture, but we still need our head. So at the top, you're gonna click on file and then import OBJ or wavefront. Click on it, and then go back to that folder, and this time, whatever you'd like to export, like your character, should be under the same name that you named it. So in my case, this is mine, but before you click on import, you're going to go over to where it says geometry, click on it, and then click on split by group. This will allow you to move certain objects on your avatar rather than just them all being connected. So now you're going to right click again, click on set origin, and origin to geometry. So that basically just moves the arrow so it's in the center. So you're going to delete the body, so the arms, the torso, and the legs. And yeah, so you're going to select, which basically you'll hold down your left side of your mouse, and you can select it, and just basically put the head on the avatar. So first you're going to move it like so it's above the body, and then where it says rotate, you're going to click on that, and you can use this little like thing at the top to help you move around, and you can also use this to help you move. So now you're going to want to click on this blue little rotate thing. Just rotate your head around, so you're gonna make it look normal so it's not like whatever this is. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this part up. Okay, once you have your head adjusted, it should look like this, and you can fix any like jewelry or anything and move it. You wouldn't be able to do this if you didn't do the step that we did earlier, but since we did that, we can do it. So yeah. So now you see these little circle things that are like surrounding your avatar. You're going to click on any of these, and it should highlight your avatar in orange like this. You're going to go down to the bottom where it says object mode and click on pose mode. For example, if you'd like to make a wave on your Roblox avatar, you'd click on this little bottom part of your arm, click on rotate, and bend it the way that you'd like it. If you'd like to do a laughing pose, you're going to bend it like this, so basically all the way. Click on this little arm thing right here and move it upwards like this. So you can just rotate it the way you'd like it, and basically all these little things represent like the parts of your arm. So this is how you're gonna move your hand, and that's how you'd make like a little laughing thing. If you'd like to make a wave, you're gonna do the same thing, but maybe bend it about halfway, and you're gonna click on this top part, move it upwards, and just rotate it until it's where you like it. So So once it's rotated the way you like it, you can click on this little orange thing right here, move the hand, and basically just make it more realistic. Once the arm is how you like it, you're going to go back to the bottom where it says pose mode and click on object mode again. So the next thing you're going to need to do is go to the bottom, click on add, and then click on camera. Whatever you have in the camera is going to be the dimensions of your GFX. So you're just going to make it like this and click on this little camera icon right here, and it'll show you the frame of your GFX. So obviously this isn't really like a good frame for a GFX, and usually for a GFX I'd like it to be more square rather than a rectangle, but this is good for intros. But yeah, so you're going to go on the side where it has this little photo printer thing that says output properties. Click on that, and right here, this is where you'll make the dimensions of the camera. So usually I like to just change the top one where it says 1920 to 1200. So now you should have this little square like this, and you're going to use these little location rotation things here where it says XYZ. This is going to help you move the camera so you can get it how you want your GFX to be. I've just decided that I want to pose my head a little bit more, so if you'd like to pose multiple things at once, click on the first thing and then hold down shift and click on whatever else that you'd like to pose. If you go to the bottom where you see these little circles, if you click on the one furthest to the right where it says viewport shading, this is where you can see your rendered result before rendering it. And then you can just click on this because it usually gets a little bit laggy if you keep it on the other one the whole time. So yeah, but we're gonna need some lighting. So on the side you're going to click on this little earth icon, and where it says ambient occlusion, click on the check mark. Now you'll have a little bit of lighting, but this is a bit like plain, so I'm going to add some more lighting. So this is optional, but if you'd like to do this step, you can as well. So you're going to click on add and then click on light and then sun. And then you're going to move it and just move it like past the camera a little bit. And you see this little yellow circle thing? You're going to move that up and point it towards your avatar's face. So the default setting for this light is going to be white, but I usually like to add like some color to the lighting and just make it a little bit more like realistic. So in order to do that, you're going to go on the side where it says like where it has all these little icons, click on the green light bulb, and then where it has the color, you click on that and you can change it to whatever color you'd like. I usually like to add multiple of these lights, so you can just copy and paste them and click off and then click back on. You'll see the yellow circle thing again, and you can change the color to anything you'd like once again. Once you have the lighting to where you'd like it, you're going to go to this little camera thing right here where it says device, click on the CPU and then change it to GPU compute. You're going to go down where it says sampling, click on denoising, and then click on the check mark next to render. Also where it says light paths and you see this little transparency thing, it says 8 right now, you're going to change it to 0. This basically prevents your avatar from having like a transparent head or looking just weird when you export it. So yeah. And also, if you're not using a room model, you should click on film, go down, and then click on transparent. So now you're going to click on the photo printer once again, go down where it says FFmpeg video, click on that, and change it to either PNG or JPEG. And also, this is really important if you'd like a transparent background, like you don't have a room model, you're going to need to click on RGBA. Okay, this is completely optional, but if you'd like to add gloss to your character, click anywhere on the head and go down to that little beach ball icon again. Scroll down, make sure you have the surface thing open right here, and you're gonna see all these little settings. So where it says roughness, you're gonna click on that, change it to 0, and where it says metallic, change it to about 0.350. Scroll down where it says clear coat, and you're gonna change this to 10. So now you can click on this little render thing and see how it looks, and make sure you do this for all the other textures, otherwise it's not going to be noticeable. So as you can see, the hair and everything else is glossy, but the body isn't. So you're going to click on the torso and go up, and this is going to be a little bit more difficult. Oops. Okay, so you're going to click on surface where it says shader add reflection. Click on that, go up, click on principled BSDF, And don't worry, your character will not look like this later. We're gonna fix that in a second. Okay, so you're going to go down and change basically the settings to the same exact thing that you did before, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so obviously we have to fix that texture because what is that? So where it says base color, click on this yellow dot, go over to image texture, you're going to click on this little thing that says open, it has a file icon, and you're going to import the same texture that you did before. Okay, so once you've done that, it should look like this. So that's pretty much all you're going to have to do, and I'll get into the editing of the GFX after. But yeah, so first thing you're going to need to do after this, click on render at the top and then click on render image, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, once your GFX is done rendering, you're going to have to go up to the top where it says image, click on save as, and save it to any folder that you'd like. Okay, the next thing you're going to need to do is go to pixlr.com. A lot of people use Photopea, but I personally like Pixlr better. So scroll down, go to Pixlr editor where it has this E, click on it, and this is where you're going to edit your GFX. So open your GFX that you just rendered, and it's going to look like this. So now you're going to click on layer and new layer, and you're going to add a little background. So in order to make a background, you're going to go up to where it says brush and basically just make it like all the way and pick out a color at the bottom right here. So for this, I think I'm going to do like pink and basically just color all over. There's another way to do this where you can just add a background in Blender, but I'm going to do this because I feel like it's easier for beginners. So yeah, you're going to have to make sure the layer's under this GFX, otherwise it's going to look like this and you can't see your character. You can lock it so you don't have to like click on it. I usually like to add like a little glow around my character, so that's what I'm going to do right now. In order to do that, click on layer, new layer, go back to the paintbrush, make it around like 135 or something like that, or 150. And then also make sure it's white or like whatever color you'd want this to be. Go back up, change the softness to maybe around 45, and you're going to color the outline of your character basically. Okay, so once you've colored it, it's going to look a little crazy like this. So in order to fix this, go on up to filter, click on details, and click on blur and just blur it all the way. This makes it look a little more realistic, so you can do this as many times as you'd like. So yeah. Now you're going to want to add overlays to your GFX. So in order to get these overlays, you can go over to Pinterest and basically just search up GFX overlays, and there will be a ton of them. So for example, if you'd like this one, you can just right click, click save image as, and add it to your computer. Once you've found the overlays that you'd like, you can click on layer, click on add image as layer, and add whatever overlays that you'd like. Keep in mind, if the overlay has a black background, this is still okay because there's a way to remove it. So you can do this by going to the side, clicking on this, and then where it says blend mode, click on screen, and there you go. Also, this is optional, but if you'd like to add some more coloring to your GFX, you can click on layer, new layer, and bring this below the GFX, like your avatar and all the other overlays. And now go on over to the paintbrush, get a darker shade of the other color that you used for your background, and you can basically just color around it. Okay, now that you have it colored like this, you're gonna go over to filter, details, and then blur. And yeah, you can use all the different types of blurs to just help it blend in a little. You can also add a watermark to your GFX by clicking on this little T and basically just add a text layer and type in whatever name you'd like to type in. basically move this layer above your character, and you can also change the font. So you can download fonts by going to dafont.com, which I'll also link down in this description. So yeah. So I'm going to use this font and I'm going to be coloring it white. You can also change the transparency and the size. So I usually like to put my watermarks here and go down, click on this, and you can change the opacity to, I usually change it around like 65 or 70%, but you can do it any way that you'd like to. Okay, once you've done all this, if you'd like a little border around your GFX, you can also do this, but you'll have to save the image first. So I'm going to save my GFX and then I'll show you guys how to add a little border. Okay, so now you're going to go back to this page, click on open image, and find your GFX and basically open it. So once you have it opened, go up to filter and then inner glow, and you can change it to about like around 50 to 70 pixels and then change the color. So now click on file, save, and yeah, you can just save your finished GFX. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you found this helpful and I hope you enjoyed. So please comment down below if you have any video ideas you'd like me to do and if you enjoy tutorials like this. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!